This is one of the preeminent hawker centres in all of Singapore. It's one of the largest, and it's got some of the most established F&B outlets in all of Singapore. What I want to show you is what my family enjoy, what my mum and I enjoy eating. And a lot of it is comfort food and may not necessarily be Instagrammable. It may not be on trend, but it's what we love, it's what we grew up eating, and it's comfort food and it's nostalgic food which we can't get back home in Australia. Good morning everyone, it's a new day. It is day 7. No, day 6. It's day 6 here in Singapore, and Mum and I are here to get a PCR test, a requirement. We are at Shaw Centre, which is opposite Tangs and Ion, and we are at the Raffles Medical at Shaw Centre, and we have to go up to level 5 at 9 o'clock or 8:45 for our PCR test. Cannot believe how quick the time has gone. I can't believe it's day 6 already. It's insane. But it's, as you can see, it's very overcast. It's grey. It's a little wet, and it is seriously cool. I absolutely love it. It is wonderful. It is not warm at all. There is no humidity at this point in time. Admittedly, it is 8:10 in the morning. So I won't be able to show you any of the PCR testing because they don't allow filming in there. So I will see you after our tests for breakfast. Watermelon and papaya. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so this for breakfast, we're having a Bak Chor Mee. I got the set, and that comes to $7.50. That price is insane. Let's have a little taste. So it's got a little bit of big dried ikan bilis, big dried anchovies. You've got pork balls, minced pork, like pork lard, and a pork wonton. And then you've got pan-fried or deep-fried loba on the side, which is like minced pork with spices wrapped in beancurd and deep-fried. Come on, deep-fried is delicious. Itadakimasu. Oh my god, that is pure porky ecstasy. It is so good. And you get to choose your own noodles. I decided to choose the thinner kind of wonton-style egg noodles. Oh my god, that fried pork lard is so good. Let's try that loba. I'm gonna dip it in the chili. It probably doesn't need any miso because if it's a good loba, it should be well seasoned. And I tried to lift that, it was so hot I couldn't hold it. And then she just laughed at me, and then she just...
Asbestos hand.
Asbestos.
You want a tissue?
Yes please, thank you. I was gonna say I wanted a small breakfast. This is big.
Yeah.
Oh, is this stomach? Or is that liver?
No, it's liver.
That broth is delicious.
It's too hot for me.
Hey, if you don't want, I'm gonna have all.
No, you can have it all.
Mum finds the chili padi a bit too spicy. I just love it. How delicious was breakfast? We just wanted a simple like meal to tie us over to lunch post PCR test. And yeah, that turned out to be a lot bigger than I thought. It was very, very filling, and it was delicious. Once again, I'm blessed. Even though we ate in, I think, Singapore's most prestigious shopping centre, Ion. Very, very reasonable. As you can see, it's grey, it's raining, it's overcast, it's perfection. This is what I love about monsoon season. It is not hot at all. Oh, I can only hope that it's like this for the rest of our trip. I don't want sun and blue sky. That's horrible. This is what I love. I love the rain. I love the cold. No sun, no heat. Ugh. From Ion to, well, we're heading towards Takashimaya. Everything is undercover, so we've made quite good distance. However, we have to make our way to Orchard Central, and I know for a fact that there's a huge swath part of it where there is no cover, which means we either have to wait till the rain subsides, which according to the weather system, it's going to go all day, or we suck it up and survive the rain. Let's go around. This is a crescent. This is Takashimaya. Oh no, it's not. It's Nian City. Takashimaya is next door. Look at that. Anyway, we're now heading back to our apartment because we need to go and complete our ATD, Australian Travel Declaration, as well as our Victorian International Admission or Entry Pass. And then we need to complete our, what is it? Antigen rapid test. Anyway, see you back in our apartment. Sadly, with all this rain, it makes it really hard to plan anything or to do anything. We had grand plans to visit so many different outlets, so many hawker centres, but because of the rain, it's not impossible. My shoes have drenched again, my clothes are all wet, and yeah, mum's struggling, mum's exhausted. After a nice warm shower and a very, very long siesta, we were ready for nourishment. In fact, our stomachs had stretched so much we were hungry, so we called ourselves a Grab. To those not familiar, Grab is Singapore and Malaysia's equivalent to Uber and Olo. It's a ride-sharing facility, it's very affordable, and the price they quote you is the final price, which is Brillo pads. Singapore, as you see, is very, very wet. Perfect for some slow-mo action. This is my all-time favorite hawker center in all of Singapore, Old Airport Road. It's probably one of the biggest, it's probably one of the oldest and most established. They've definitely got some of the best F&B outlets in all of Singapore. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, it doesn't look that clean, it doesn't look that new, it doesn't have air conditioning. Now, none of that matters because what's important is the quality of food being produced, and you will find pretty much any cuisine at incredible prices and cooked to expert perfection. I highly recommend you come to this hawker center if you have the opportunity. When you visit Singapore, you have to come and eat here 1, 2, 3 times if you have the chance, if you're lucky enough. If you've never been to Singapore before, word of advice, always clean up after yourself. When you finish eating, take your trays, crockery, plate, and put them away at the designated spaces. Otherwise, you'll be fine. It's Singapore. I know it can seem quite daunting. How do I know which is a good place to eat? There's just so many F&B outlets, so many hawker centers, so many aisles. Well, this is Singapore. You won't make a wrong foodie decision. Everything here is perfect. It's culinary heaven. Speaking of heaven, this is hands down my favorite stall of all Old Airport Road Hawker Centre. Now, voiceover Tim is not going to take the limelight away from eating on-screen Tim, so I'll let him talk about it, but all I will say is if you visit Old Airport Road Hawker Centre, you must go to this stall and order what I'm going to tell you to order, because you will thank me. And you can send a box of chocolates to me as a thank you, or you can send me this as a thank you. Dude, it's so good to get the mask off my face. Why am I bending over? Let me move that lens up a little bit more, shall I? How's that? There we go. Am I wet? Am I soaked? But anyway, I'm so excited for this. This is called Popiah. It is a vegetarian, light little snack. If you just want something healthy and delicious on the go, this is it. It is made by Popiah, which is this steamed rice crepe, and in it you have stewed jicama, you have lettuce, you have egg, brushed peanut dust. It is delicious, it is balanced, and it's vegetarian. Not vegan, vegetarian. Now in Penang, one of my favorite Popiah places actually serves it with crab meat. But here in Singapore, they make it purely vegetarian. Have a look at this. Itadakimasu. You don't have to be a vegetarian to actually enjoy this. I am a devout carnivore, and this is immense. It is delicious. And I love that there's crunchy bits of peanut and there's crunchy bits of fried garlic and onion as well. So you've got the softness and the chew from that crepe and the sweetness from the stewed jicama, but the crunch from the fried garlic, from the peanuts, and that egg just gives it a bit of creaminess and protein base to it. Oh, it is so good. And it's a flavor explosion. The crunch, the chewiness, the creaminess. This is low-key amazing. Oh, soursop. Soursop drink. Soursop looks like a custard apple that has been mutated in a genetics lab. But the flavor, the consistency, it's almost like a really, really sweet custard apple with a tang. Slunchaba. It's really thick because there's soursop flesh in this. So good. That is seriously the drink of this holiday. Soursop is what's gonna be stuck in my memory forever. Now for the satay, we've got 5 chicken and 5 pork. We wanted mutton, but of course it's the most popular protein. It's sold out. I don't understand why mutton isn't such a big thing back home in Australia, because here in Asia, everyone knows how flavorful that meat is. Okay, so I don't need to tell you what satay is. I think by now the whole world knows what satay is. But what makes this is that satay sauce. Let's see if it's spicy. Is it salty? Is it sweet? For certain, you do not put peanut butter into this. Itadakimasu. That's chicken. It is so tender and it's moist. You don't get a lot of meat, which is fantastic because it just makes you wanting more. Some cucumber. Red onion. I love onion. I eat red onion raw at home. And when you dunk it into that satay sauce. Ooh. That's everything. Now I can tell this is the pork. You can see the fatty bits on this. This is going to be a flavor explosion. I love pork. I love pork. Boa, no. I am such a fool. Not sometimes, all the time. Now, I've been looking forward to this meal for a very, very long time. Once again, I'm not going to take the limelight away from on-screen Tim, but I sat down, Mum was the hand model, we filmed so much B-roll, and I even had the most incredible session where I talked about this dish, what it meant to me. It was very heartfelt, very emotional, and I reckon I would have turned any vegetarian to eating this dish. I forgot to hit record. Seriously, Tim, what an idiot. This is some part of the intestine. Can you believe this? I freaking forgot to hit record again. That is so freaking delicious. This is where we're going wrong in the West. We need to be eating offal. If an animal is actually sacrificing or having its life taken away from it, we should honor the entire animal, everything from snout to tail, including all the innards. And when you have that large intestine, and then when you have this small intestine, that's going to be chewy, that's going to be delicious. Bit of that chili sauce, SOS. Oh my god. That is like a savory chewing gum in the best possible way. And then pork belly. I mean, pork belly. You can't go wrong with pork belly. It's salty, it's delicious. It's absorbed the broth that's been cooked in. And you know that delicious herbal broth? Oh, you probably didn't see me drink it because I didn't record it. But this is a herbal broth. It is ridiculously sweet. You can tell that the pork and pork bones have been stewing in this, in the master stock probably for years and years and years. It is so sweet. And it's got really traditional Asian flavoring to it as well, so they've used a lot of the Asian herbs. But that pork belly would have been seated in that and just boiled and cooked slowly. And the pork is not dry, it is tender, it is still moist. Okay, oh look at this. Do you know what that is? Pig skin. Pig skin, pig fat is everything. Fat is flavor and that skin is immense. It is chewy, gelatinous, but there is immediate give. The second you bite into it, it just separates. It's like the parting of the Red Sea. And now we've got the nui, the tau yu egg, soy sauce egg. So good. Right? Get some of that broth on the rice. There we go. Get some of that shallot in there. So happy right now. Ooh, thank you. Mum, being the ever-doting mother, took the lid off, so she says, you can't have the soursop and eat the soursop meat with the lid on. You're not going to be able to see this. It looks like gelatinous phlegm. Fruit phlegm. It's also got the consistency of phlegm, but it's delicious. Delicious phlegm. This is one of the preeminent hawker centres in all of Singapore. It's one of the largest, and it's got some of the most established F&B outlets in all of Singapore. Oh, I'm very close to being absolutely stuffed. Now, the purpose of some of these videos is obviously to show you the amazing breadth and expansiveness of Singapore cuisine. Obviously, everyone knows about the gastronomic experience of satay, char kway teow, laksa. You know, all those have been done a million times by 1,000 other YouTubers and other foodie chefs out there. What I want to show you is what my family enjoy, what my mum and I enjoy eating. And a lot of it is comfort food and may not necessarily be Instagrammable. It may not be on trend, but it's what we love, it's what we grew up eating, and it's comfort food and it's nostalgic food which we can't get back home in Australia. This hits me here in the feels. I cannot believe we've been talking about this for months. And now we're literally a few days from returning home.
Yeah.
But then he said, Tim, 6 months. 6 months we will all be in Penang.
Yeah.
He said 6 months is not that long. He says you've been planning this for 6 months, and in 6 months' time we'll be back in Penang.
Actually, have you been planning for 6
No,
months?
is that what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Whenever you visit a hawker centre, you're given a coloured sticker to put on your clothes. I'm not exactly sure why that's the case. Can someone leave a comment below as to why you have to have a sticker?
I totally love the fact that Singapore's factored in the fact that it rains here. So they've got all these undercover walkways. It is bloody brilliant. Like, I was seriously worried that the 400 meters from Old Airport Hawker Centre to Dakota MRT, that we were going to get caught in this rain. Not monsoonal, but it's, you know, a steady downpour. Well done. Okay, Mum wants some local bananas. What's a local banana? They all look like bananas. Mum wants, what is it? Banana of pisang emas, or gold bananas. I don't know what that means. Like, are they emas? I don't know. Does that look like pisang emas? Okay, here we go. Right, crackers, biscuits. Ooh, potato chips. Guava, purple yam, and banana. That sounds delicious. Oh, I'm gonna buy for the twins try some of these cup noodles, but I don't know which one. I think laksa flavor? Is that laksa? How about that? Christy, you happy with that? Oh, what's this? Moist and chocolatey brownie. Or is that dark? Oh. Or do I do the pandan butter cake or the dark chocolate? Oh. I want to try the dark chocolate. Oh, but then I want pandan. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do pandan and... Oh, I made it back. I am drenched, I'm wet, I cannot be stuffed changing. My shoes are so wet. I need to get myself some slippers or some thongs. Okay, so my haul. Okay, so I got a Laksa Nissan Cup Noodles. This is for my friend Christy, who's part of Twins Try, so this is for her. She's in San Francisco, not San Francisco, she's in California. Okay, this is dark chocolate cake. Pandan flavoured butter cake. Some guava, purple yam and banana chips. So I'm saving this, I'm going to bring this home. And I got these most adorable little baby bananas. Now, Mum wanted local bananas called like pisang emas, which means gold bananas, and they're very small. They didn't have any, so I got pisang restali instead. It's also from Malaysia. The banana came to $1.78. This dark chocolate brownie cake is $2.50. Also $2.50 for the pandan butter cake. The cup of noodle is $1.50. That's bloody expensive. And the bag of crisps of guava chips is $3.50. It's bloody expensive. So in total, it came to $11.78. Okay, I'm gonna start with
banana. It's so adorable. It's so tiny. Oh, I can smell it. It's fragrant. I know it's weird to say, oh, it's a banana. Banana's gonna taste like a banana. Au contraire, bananas in Asia are another level. Most of the bananas we have in Australia are primarily Cavendish or ladies' fingers. Like Cavendish bananas are flowery, they're tasteless, but they're big and they're filling. But these bananas, they're small, but they're flavorful and they pack a sweet, sugary punch. If you come to Asia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, be sure to buy local bananas. They're so ridiculously sweet. Okay, I'm gonna start with the pandan cake first, because I suspect this is possibly going to be less sweet, or the flavor is going to be less punchy than a dark chocolate brownie cake. Oh my god. Why are all these things tin-proof? F this. Oh, by doing that, I actually smell pandan. To anyone who's not familiar, pandan is a leaf used in Southeast Asia in cooking savory and sweet dishes. This smells like, to me, a pandan chiffon cake. But obviously it's a butter cake, so it's not a chiffon cake. I'm struggling with adulting today. What? That is so green. It feels moist. Itadakimasu. The pandan flavor is quite subtle. It is a little dry. I won't lie. It's okay for $2.50. Let's smell that. Okay, I smell chocolate. I smell chocolate. It looks moist. It's glistening. I'm hoping that means it's full of oil and fat. Please be good. Please be good. The brownie is delicious. The dark chocolate cake is really, really good. Really, really good. It's moist, dark, chocolatey, almost on the verge of being bitter, but not. Not overly sweet as well. It's just right. Mercury must have been in retrograde this day because everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. At this point, the audio flaked out and there's just so much static it wasn't usable. So voiceover future Tim here to say thank you everyone for watching this. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up and leave a comment if you've actually been to Old Airport Road Hawker Centre before, or if you've actually tried Popiah. So till the next video, take care, live well, be safe. Bye!